Illyria. It is that place lying between the country just left and the country just ahead. A faraway land where the only enemy is convention and love is free to weave its golden thread wherever it may. Illyria, 1970.
Let's be buried here together, baby.
Alive?
Yes, alive. Cyril, baby, don't smoke, for God's sake.
What's wrong with my cigarette? Little boys have been relieving themselves in here. You can smell it.
You're making me nervous, okay?
Little boys can make water, and I can make smoke.
My God. I found the skeleton of a child. Head, ribs, hands, feet, the whole works. How could they do it? So beautiful. Poor little thing. I'm going to kiss him, Cyril, shall I?
Hmm?
I want to light a candle, okay?
Sure. Who are you going to light it for?
Oh, I don't know. Is it a fire?
I don't know. Let's go and find out.
They're laughing.
Come on, baby, I want to see.
Let's go.
Come on, baby.
There's no need. The fire brigade's doing a grand job.
Get rid of all that stuff before you take us off. No, you can't get the ropes off. You can't carry us at the same time. No, get rid of those ropes. Go.
Come on, let's get close.
Hugh, can you come up, please?
Baby, that little girl is waving at me. Oh, Cyril, he's handsome. Oh my God, he's handsome.
You always knew what you wanted, didn't you, Fiona? And from the first, you wanted Hugh.
Put her shoes on.
It was fate that spun their motor bus off the dirt road and into the river that day. And it was our good fortune to be on hand for the rescue and safe delivery of the stranded family to the shores of Illyria and our welcoming arms.
There you are. Now you'll be safe.
Here, I'll take her.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Nearly dropped you in.
I know.
Welcome ashore. Thank you.
You're not shivering, are you? My wife thinks you must be exhausted after your dunking in the river. She's worried about you.
Hugh.
She admires your courage. Fiona's character judgments are always right.
We've been married a long time.
Married a long time.
We've been traveling for over a year.
I see. Where?
I can't even remember where. Wherever Hugh wanted to take his photographs. Sort of blurs into packing and unpacking.
Fiona and I have also been married a long time.
fact, Fiona's a kind of priestess of marriage. It's late. Do you want to be sitting out here?
I like your voice in the darkness.
Okay. Wouldn't it be better if you were in there sleeping with the children?
You needn't worry about me or the children. Meredith will shout if there's a problem. We hardly know each other.
Fiona!
I'm a lot older than you think. I'm 40.
Yeah.
Baby, sharing secrets?
No, we're just talking. Why didn't you join us?
Oh, I couldn't sit still. Not tonight. I'm so glad you're here. I want you here. You and Hugh.
Easy, Fiona. Calm down.
Oh, Cyril, don't be stuffy.
At least Catherine doesn't think I'm stuffy. Catherine and I were having a nice conversation until you came along.
Sharing secrets, I know, drinking wine. You're perfect, baby. Cyril's different from other men. Do you like him? Do you like my Cyril?
Of course she likes me.
Baby, you ruin everything.
Well.
Okay. You asked for it.
Where were we?
Fiona! Shh! Quiet, you two. You wake the children.
We were talking. What about?
Ourselves.
Exactly. Telling each other heart stoppers, as Fiona would say. So, do you think you see me as Fiona sees me? The perfect man?
Yes, but it doesn't have much to do with me.
Not even now? Of course, Fiona exaggerates. I'm a lot more ordinary than she'd lead you to believe.
You asked for a secret, I told you.
Good, tell me another.
No, it's your turn. What's in your pocket? What did she give you a moment ago?
Oh, just her panties. They're not important.
Why did she take them off?
I don't know. Do you care?
I don't know.
Trust me.
You remind me of my father.
Listen. Up. Listen a moment.
What?
Up. Damn. I knew it. They've woken the children.
I don't hear anything.
Come on, let's go.
Usually I hear if there's a cry.
I have very sharp ears.
There's Dolores and Eveline. And over there is our big girl, Meredith. We're going to be sleeping in there, you and I.
All safe? No nightmares?
No, they won't wake up.
Fiona, that noisy husband of yours may try. I'm glad we looked.
You're thinking about your children.
Yes. My children.
In all this confusion, can you find your pajamas?
Yes?
Put them on. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
All right.
It has been 6 months since all of you departed. I miss you, Fiona. I hear your footsteps on the metal stairs and look for you in rooms I imagine you have just left. Without you, my only comfort is my faith in our Illyrian dream. I live on with Rosella, my maid, my shadow, who understands nothing I say, but whose eyes tell me she judges everything I do. You do not know Rosella, except from Hugh's photographs, though that should be enough. Come on, Catherine. You know you still want me to woo you. Stop being a child, Catherine. Take the flowers. I shan't give up. I shall continue to come here week after week, year after year if needs be, until you get better. What can I say to rouse you? I might have prevented our... what did I call it? Idyll. I could have walked down to the beach and thrown pebbles into the night sea for a couple of hours. But a steady, methodical, undesigning lover like me really has no choice, Catherine. The glasses come off in my hand. The dressing gown falls open. I close the wings of the glasses. No choice. Don't forget, you were waiting for me, Catherine. We both knew you were waiting. Neither of us had any choice that first night. It was inevitable.
Cyril, is it you? I know it's you, baby. Stop hiding.
It's me, Fiona. You know it's me. How are the grapes?
We're going to sit up and watch the sunrise. Okay, baby?
Great idea. Huh. Great.
I wonder if they're lying in bed together right now. Like us.
Would it change anything?
Will that explain what I'm doing here with you?
You think so?
No.
As a matter of fact, they're both just sitting up together to watch the sunrise. Is that better?
It's worse.
Why?
I don't know.
I can give you clarity. Not understanding. Don't be prudish.
I'm not.
Your shoulder's cold.
Cyril. Are they staying away from us on purpose?
It's only been a few hours. More or less.
It's been a day. A whole day.
Perhaps they just don't want to intrude.
I hope they don't end up like those other two. Remember? Greatest ever beginning and then quick fizzle.
Yes, I remember.
Kiss me, Cyril.
You're not in the least interested in kissing old Cyril. So why pretend?
You're right, baby. How did you know? Hi. Come on over. Oh, Cyril, come look at them. They're all dressed up.
Found this in the luggage. Thought you'd like it.
Pretty formal, don't you think?
But sweet, baby. Sweet.
Well, should we try it?
No, thanks. Not me.
Hugh's been sick.
Oh, dear. What's wrong?
Cramps. Diarrhea. Weakness.
Oh dear, you feeling better?
Ask Catherine, she'll tell you.
Hugh's all right. You can see he is.
Yes. Great Pan is not dead.
What a lovely bottle of cognac.
Terrific.
Now, how are the kids?
Fine, fine. Meredith is babysitting.
Time for a spot of grape tasting, I think.
Oh, yes, Cyril. The great tasting game you must play.
Come on.
Is this the game? Now, is this the game?
Right! This is the game. Now, it's very easy. You keep your hands behind your back, or in your case, you hand.
Oh, my God. Cyril!
Sorry.
Sorry.
And go for the grapes with our mouths.
No grapes for me. No thanks.
You don't have to eat them. You just try and catch them between your lips and pull them down.
Why can't we pick a bunch with our hands and go sit under that tree?
Let's do what Cyril says, Hugh, please.
Come on, Hugh.
Okay.
Very funny.
Right, Catherine, you going to try?
Oh, no, not me.
Go on, up you get. It's your turn.
All right.
The honor of the family.
Yeah.
You put your hands behind your
Yes,
back.
and you put both feet on the table.
You missed. Try again.
I lost my balance.
Only grapes. Come on, try it. Hugh.
Oh, you.
That's what you mean.
Suit yourself, but they're just grapes. Indeed. Oh. Good girl.
Catherine. Nothing.
Great.
What's this, fella? Arm around my wife's shoulders. Come on, baby. Let's do the grape.
Maybe I want to nibble each one of them.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, hooray, rises, hooray, rises, hooray, up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him.
Hi, baby. What are you doing?
Hi, Fiona. Fancy a swim? Bye, everyone. Why don't you take a photograph here? Look at that.
No, thanks.
That should do it. Let's go.
There. Perfect, perfect. Let's hunt her down. No. You wait here. When she's warmed up, I'll wave. These sullen types always end up compliant. Smile at her. Make her feel at ease. Peasant nudes. That's what I'm going to call my collection. Peasant nudes. Perfect. Perfect. Now, let's just push her over against that skull. Easy. 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 Perfect. Perfect. Most of the faces of these women are just fat and happy. They're all mothers, with or without children. But this face is skin tight with the beauty of illiteracy. Sullen face of an illiterate virgin. She couldn't be better. Make her smile.
What?
Come on, do something. Make her smile.
Yes.
No, not there. Here.
Sorry.
Time to change tactics. Want some?
Thank you.
It's hot work. Now to business. No boots, no dress. No boots, no dress.
Should I have placed myself between Rosella and Hugh's probing camera? By doing nothing, I became Hugh's willing accomplice. But who was I, the advocate of sensual abandon, to stand in the way of his desire? Had I interfered, I would have become the worst possible hypocrite. Even in Illyria, there are difficult choices, and every choice has its consequence. You and I always knew that life among the roses would not be without thorns. Didn't we, Fiona?
Here you are again, Rosella. The girl by the well.
For my part, I have paid dearly for living our Illyrian dream. Where once I was your satyr, I am now impotent. Rosella is my unwitting torturer. There was a time when her candid sensuality would have aroused my desire without fail, but not anymore. Now I seek solace in the rituals of domestic life.
I see we eat the bones as well, Rosella. And the feet. For the full effect, we must eat the entire bird. Magnificent.
Where are we? Tell me quick.
We're in Illyria. Do you like it?
I like you, baby. You.
Come on, you two, quit lagging.
Cyril, baby, don't say anything. Don't spoil it.
What's that?
Sheep bells.
Do you see what I see?
Goats, not sheep.
But the girl, baby, look at the girl. She's just a child.
Young woman. About 17, I should think.
She's so beautiful.
Fiona, sit down, you'll fall.
It's all right, fella. I've got a hold of her.
Oh, look! Baby, she sees us. Hi. Come on, baby. Kiss her. She probably thinks you're some kind of god.
Oh, of course she does. Come on, Hugh. How about it?
Pass. One woman's enough for me.
Oh, come on, Hugh. Kiss her just once, like Cyril did. Catherine won't mind.
I don't care if he kisses her or not.
Doesn't care. Did you hear that?
I mean it, Hugh. Kiss her. If that's what you want.
Cyril, save us.
Fun's over.
All right, Hugh. Since you didn't kiss our little goat girl, why don't you kiss me instead?
Maybe another day. Come on, Catherine.
Cyril,
Mm-hmm.
we don't have to go back yet, do we? Come on, let's play. Please.
That's it, Fiona. Castration. All these years you've been castrating your own husband, flaunting yourself to other men.
My husband is virile.
Hugh? Undo my top.
Don't worry, I'll go.
Mommy?
Ah, there it is. Now,
You think I don't know what you're doing?
there's a huge rock over there I really want you to see.
wanna
It's,
go.
it's very interesting. Come on, we'll have a look. Come on. Today I went to the asylum to visit Catherine, only to find her gone from her usual chair. For months on end, I have pleaded, cajoled, and implored Catherine to come back to herself, to no avail. Now, a couple of small rabbits have succeeded where I have failed. first time in almost a year, I feel the gentle stirrings of my sensual self, and I am certain that Catherine's recovery and my own will be intertwined. Given time, our wounds will heal into small silvery scars. But some memories do not fade. They are indelible, like blood etchings.
Fiona? You?
What were you doing out there?
Not much.
I was looking for you, baby.
Come on, Meredith, join in.
Where's my mother?
I told you they're bringing the wine. You can't have an idyll without wine.
Sick of your old idols.
You're lucky to be here. If it weren't for me, you'd be in your room babysitting your little sisters, where Hugh, for one, thinks you should be.
My father lets me do anything. Except go to his photo studio. Because that's his work.
That's enough, Dolores. Leave some for Meredith.
All right. Don't bother. I don't want to make any stupid old crowns.
Why not? I thought all girls liked crowns. I'll help you.
I know what you're doing. You're just trying to impress my parents, that's all. You're just trying to fool them again.
I am simply trying to bedeck their daughters with beautiful things. It's a nice idea.
It's dumb.
That's enough. To work, Meredith. To work. Hey, not so hard. The grapes will fall off.
I want my mother.
Some of those stems are a little short for weaving, Meredith. They look splendid. Good choice of colors.
It's falling apart.
What do you think of that?
God, you're selfish.
I just knew it would take longer to make, so I made mine first. Come on, let's fix up yours.
I thought we were making them just for us.
And who's being selfish now?
You don't need one. Why do you have to have one too? They're only for children.
If you want me to make you a crown as nice as mine, why don't you try a little politeness? Now, shall we carry on, or do you want to stop?
It has to be as good as yours. Promise.
I promise. Now, pass me one of those flowers.
you, and look what he's done.
Catherine, look what Cyril's done to our children.
Oh, they're sweet. They really are.
Hi.
Meredith, you look stunning, baby.
You really do.
What about me? Don't I look stunning too?
Jesus, look at that. God, fella, what a sight.
Don't ever take it off, baby. Ever.
Oh, Cyril.
Still the same, more or less. It's this way.
Rossella, calma, amor. E mattane a badalo su. E che piano, badà, Rossella. Barbato su, che è cara, amor, Rossella, a visto coro. Ma ne hai la tua, ti è piana, che la Rossella. Rossella, mai, via. Ma... Oh.
Why do you spurn your lovers, Rosella? Hmm? What are you waiting for? Not me, I hope. Sexless matrimony is all I can offer. And even in that regard, I'm spoken for. Meredith, what's the matter?
Nothing.
Your nose is bleeding.
It's not. I'm going to tell my father.
Let's try and stop this nosebleed.
He'll kill you for coming here.
I'm sure. Let's just sit still. Well, it stopped. Now you can wash all this off in the morning. Go back to sleep. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Expecting someone else?
Just you, baby. You.
Come on, Dad. You can beat him. Come on, Dad, do it.
Come on. Do it just for fun. Just for fun. Please, come on.
Oh, here we go. Okay, now, please.
do you say, fella?
Be a good sport, baby. Do it. Come on. Okay, ready? One, two, three. Oh, there we go!
Oh, Daddy.
This is bad luck for you.
I think I'll go to the studio.
Can I come?
No.
What's the matter? Something wrong?
The light. Photos.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. It's bloody dark in here. I don't know how you can stand it. You're sweating. You have a chest problem?
No. It's not my chest.
Well, how about Fiona?
Fiona?
Why not?
God. Do you know what's happening?
Let's talk about it.
I'm appealing to you, fella. Don't let it happen.
Well, you've had your eye on Fiona since the beginning. Let's reason from there.
She's got a husband.
You've got a wife.
I'm talking about you, not me.
And the torment's that yours or mine?
You don't know what's going on in the shadows, that's all.
Tell me.
If we don't work together, if we don't stop this thing, you lose her.
To you?
To me. To me. Don't you see?
Of course, I do love Fiona.
She wants me, for God's sake.
It seems to me that what you're really after is my permission.
You don't mean it. You can't.
Well, put it this way, you want to play footsie with Fiona.
No, you're wrong.
And you want me to sanction the bare feet under the table.
For God's sake. I don't.
But why should I? I don't expect you to. Why can't you play footsie with Fiona and leave me out of it?
Because I couldn't do that. Have you forgotten the Ten Commandments? Keep your hands off another man's wife. Written in stone, fella. Written in stone. Trying to do you a favor.
Do we really have to have all this male camaraderie in matters of love?
I thought you'd listen. I thought you'd get me out of this mess.
What more can I say?
How much has she really told you?
If you want to know what Fiona calls her little trade secrets, ask her.
I don't believe she's told you a damn thing. There it is.
Well, the problem is, Fiona thinks you don't like her enough.
I just don't understand. I can't believe it. She couldn't confide in you like that. Manhood rebels in infidelity. It's only natural.
Well, I would not consider Fiona unfaithful to me were you and she to taste the love lunch. Why should I? She says she loves you best.
She doesn't love me best. She couldn't.
Hugh, why do you put yourself through all this? Why not just let love take its course? It's the only thing to do, isn't it?
Do me a favor. Don't tell her about this talk of ours.
Fiona? No. Of course not. And by the way, I won't tell Catherine either. Okay?
gosh, Hugh.
He wants to show us something.
Oh, God.
Wait for me, Hugh.
Can we all stick together?
Hurry.
Pity we can't all share Hugh's rather boyish enthusiasm for self-imprisonment. On we go.
I love these old masculine places. You know I do.
Look! Burned! Burned clean!
No deuce of the growing fruit, that's for sure.
Don't be cryptic, baby, please.
Can't even smell it, fella. No smoke, no ashes, nothing. It's like the reflection of some fiery nightmare.
Sure. If that's what you want. Personally, I prefer something a little more than and discoloration. How about you, Catherine?
Oh, Cyril, stop arguing.
Upstairs now, is it?
No. The dungeons. Come on!
I smell pee.
Me too.
I thought you loved these masculine places, Fiona.
If there's nothing down there, what's there?
Oh, it's here, all right. I dreamt it.
Stop him. Can't you do something?
It's too late. Besides, he seems to be enjoying himself.
Why can't we all hold hands?
Hugh, tell us the dream. Can't we just climb back up and go for a swim? Don't you want to go swimming with me, baby?
Of course he does. But Hugh's not about to change his mind. He'll deny us the same way he denies the children.
Hugh, we can't even have a little hugging and kissing down there. Can't you see?
He doesn't care.
Phil, help me. Tell Hugh I always mean what I say.
I wish they would wait. I really wish they would just wait.
Hugh is in a hurry.
What's that?
You better come down here, fella. Your wife's in trouble.
God. Fiona? What happened? Are you all right?
I slipped, baby. Me. I fell.
Come on, stand up. See if you can walk.
I hope you're satisfied, Hugh. Fiona might have broken her ankle.
She just slipped. Here. Oh, put this sweater on.
We have to
See
go.
if you're all right.
There's no way out. We're at the bottom.
Buried, you mean? Buried alive?
How's it feel?
All right.
Here we are. Come see how you like it, fella.
If I were you, I'd leave that thing where I found it. That's my advice.
I don't want to know what it is. I don't want to see it.
Well, Cyril knows what it is, don't you, fella?
Yes, I do.
Tell us, baby. Tell us.
No, Fiona, it's up to Hugh.
Damn right it is.
Look, Hugh, it's a bad omen. Leave it behind.
My God, fella, where's your sense of humor? I knew it was there. It had to be.
Okay, so you found it. Now put it back.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Is that all? Doesn't look like much.
Take a better look. It'll change your mind.
Oh, no.
It looks like a belt. What are all those little teeth? You put it there, didn't you, Hugh? You planned it!
Don't be afraid. Pick it up. Shows how it works.
Cyril, let's go.
The only trouble is we've only one of these things instead of two.
Shut up, Hugh, for God's sake!
Or maybe one's enough. What do you think?
Do you want me to try it on for you, baby? Is that what you want?
Beneath every footfall of our daily procession through the town, other footsteps echo. Yours, Fiona, and Hugh's as well. My hope is that the mantra of familiar places and memories will finally draw Catherine out of her mute state and revive her.
You're wearing your nice old robe. Have fun, baby.
I could stay here tonight if you prefer. What do you think?
You're feeling amorous. And she's expecting you, I can tell.
This blue mood is not like you, Fiona. I'll stay.
No, baby. Go ahead. Please?
All right. I won't be long.
Don't hurry, baby. I'm gonna read.
Listen, if Hugh does show up...
He's at the studio. I told you I'm gonna read. This is never gonna happen, baby. I was wrong. You better go. Come back when you want.
Catherine, what's the matter? What's happened? What's wrong? Something you want me to know, but you don't want to say? What is it? Fiona's not herself tonight. Neither are you.
I wish you hadn't come.
You've been expecting me.
Yes, but you'd better go.
Is it Hugh?
It's not Hugh.
Tell me, what's he done?
Nothing.
Catherine, put your arms on my shoulders, your hands in my hair, and kiss me.
Can't. I just can't.
Well, I'm not going to leave you like this. You know I'm not.
That's what I want you to do.
Join me, Catherine. You may as well. Confide in me. What else can you do?
We should stop.
What? No. This can't be true.
I didn't want you to know.
Oh. How could he do this? How could you let him?
He made me. That's all.
All night long, you've been wearing this wretched thing?
What are you doing?
Never mind. I won't be long. Trust me.
Hugh? Hugh?
That you, fella?
You know it is.
Come on in, I want to talk to you. Why don't you smoke? It'll be easier. Did she say anything? Or did she throw you out like I told her to?
I got your message, Hugh, if that's what you mean.
You got my message. Well, it must have come as quite a shock.
Don't you know what you've done?
I know you've been sucking 2 eggs at once, that's what I know. But it's over. It's finished.
You haven't felt this way before. Why now?
I didn't know before. Call me slow, fella. Slow. But now I know.
So tonight's your night.
Planned it all beforehand, fella. And you fell right into it. I guess you just walked right in there and told my wife to strip down as usual, and then found there's one easy way to stop that sort of thing. I made it pretty plain. The lid's on the jar. It's all over.
Have you finished?
My room, my bed, my wife with the children in the next room, and you naked crawling all over my marriage. She took off her clothes, she lay on her back, she tongued you, you tongued her. With Meredith there in the next room, let me tell you something, fella. You deserve that belt, the both of you. At least it's ingenious. You gotta admit, it's pretty ingenious.
Hugh, come out. Hugh, for the last time, come out here.
You think I'm afraid of last resorts? I thought that damn thing was going to come apart in my hands. But it fit, it worked. I found my own way to deal with the problem, and you can't fight it. I'm crafty, fella, crafty. And that damn belt's a work of art.
Now, if Catherine and Fiona could see us now, what would they think? How should they feel?
How should they feel? What about me? I'm the victim.
You the victim? Who's the culprit? Me, Catherine, Fiona?
You're to blame. By God, you're to blame.
Oh, no, I'm not. Since Catherine isn't using me to revenge herself on you, and since I'm not having sex with Catherine for malicious reasons of my own, your defeat, chagrin, antagonism, whatever it is you feel, is your responsibility and not mine.
Anguish. Just anguish. That's what I feel. The point of the pike in the scrotum.
You just need a little reassurance, Hugh, that's all.
Take my wife and give me reassurance. You want me to leave? Just let you have her. Be gone with the dawn. Just disappear. That would suit you, wouldn't it?
No, it wouldn't. If you leave now, you'd be deserting Catherine. The children would suffer. Fiona would just send me out to bring you back. That's not a good idea.
So I don't count? Don't count at all?
No, Hugh, I'm not saying that. Let's look at the other options.
The belt. That's an option.
Choose the belt, and your own life would be destroyed. Catherine would despise you. The children would side with their mother, they always do. You'd be hated and isolated by them all. Fiona wouldn't be able to bear the sight of you, and all because you can't condone Catherine and me.
You've got your manhood. Let me have mine.
Manhood? All right, let's talk about manhood. Do you think I'd treat Fiona the way you're treating Catherine?
What does Catherine see in you, anyway?
What does Fiona see in you?
God knows. I'm not worth it, fella. Not worth it.
Or Fiona feels otherwise, that's all.
Maybe I'm too idealistic.
Fiona's idealistic, too. She's just as idealistic as you are. But her idealism is not prohibitive. It doesn't preclude sexual affection. It begins with it. That's the difference. Everything Fiona feels for you is genuine. She has a lot more to regret than you do.
I'm depriving myself of the wife of a man who's already taken mine. There's plenty to regret, plenty.
If you can benefit from this discussion, all four of us will be better off. I won't deny that. On the other hand, if you can't learn anything from this, then naturally your dissatisfaction's going to rub off on the rest of us, and I won't deny that either. Harmony is something all four of us can enjoy. I'd like to see Fiona happy, but that's your affair. Catherine's fondness for me is hers. It can't be changed.
There's always the belt. There's always that damn chastity belt.
But don't worry about the belt. I'll deal with that. Is there anything you want me to say to Catherine?
Where have you been?
With Hugh.
He hates the whole thing.
I talked to him. It's not so bad.
We can't go on.
He's coming round. He's probably with Fiona right now.
I've hurt you as much as he's hurt me. I can't face it any longer.
You can forgive Hugh for what he did tonight, and so can I.
It's over. That's all I can say.
Catherine, you know why I spoke to Hugh, and you know why I'm here.
Don't touch me. Don't ask me to move.
Catherine, I want you to stand up.
Hugh made me put this on. He'll have to tell me to take it off.
I'm speaking for Hugh. For his good, and yours and mine. Now, please, stand up. You'll feel better. Come on. Stand still. You still want me to leave? It's up to you.
Kiss me, Cyril. Kiss me. I miss them. I miss Rosella's lovers. They don't come anymore. They've given up, I suppose.
Fiona would never have let them go.
Of course, Rosella had to let them go. She's already spoken for. Rosella was Hugh's last peasant nude. He never laid a finger on her. He didn't need to. He had his photographs. His art.
Catherine, did you know about Hugh? About what he was doing? Did you?
Don't ask. I don't know.
Why didn't you say something? Hmm? Catherine, it wasn't your fault. If it was anybody's, it was mine. But then really it wasn't mine either. Hugh's agony had nothing to do with any of us. What he was doing in his studio was a private thing, a private perversion.
But he won in the end, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He poisoned all of us. But we will recover.
I miss my children. The children will be awake soon.
I'll leave now.
Yes, you should.
To us. To all of us.
To us.
Speech, baby. Speech.
Speak to us, Cyril.
You're the next singer. Voice of us all.
Well, there's always monogamy.
What an ugly word.
We can trust Cyril, Catherine. We can trust ourselves.
Talk on, Cyril.
The only real enemy to the mature marriage is monogamy. Anything less than sexual multiplicity is naive. What are we if not idlers in a vast wood? What is marriage if not that wood in which we wander?
The cynics are against us, Cyril. You know that.
None of them has tasted the love lunch. None of them knows anything about the sexual properties of our golden wheels of ripe cheese. Old detractors should curb their judgments of a man who knows what he's talking about. To young detractors, I will say only this. If orgasm is the pit of the fruit, then lyricism is its flesh. Marriage is the fold that gathers in all lovers, naked and alone.
Oh, it's beautiful, baby. It really is.
Catherine, look what I've got. You ready to see them yet, Catherine?
I don't know. I want to see them so badly, but I don't know if I can yet.
Soon.
Cyril, he's not there.
What?
I mean it, baby. He's gone.
Catherine, too?
And she's still asleep, but he's not with her. He's just not there. He's just not there.
Look around. He can't be far.
No, I already looked for him. Everywhere. Cyril, I know something's wrong.
How do you know something's wrong?
Well, I just know. Premonition, I know.
Come back to bed for a while. Come on.
All right, baby, I'll go alone.
Fiona!
Fiona, wait! Fiona. Fiona, I think you should wait.
I'm
Really?
here!
Lift his head. Lift his head.
Get it off!
It's no good. Did you know he was doing this? Did you have any idea?
No, I didn't. If I had, I would have told you.
This is what he was doing when he came here alone at night, here in this room with a noose and then photographs of these poor bastard girls. My God, was this what he wanted? Orgasm with a noose and a photograph? I thought we were in Illyria, baby. I guess I was wrong.
We are in Illyria.
Listen, I'm gonna go to Catherine. You can just rest.
Catherine!
Mommy, it's me.
They're asleep. We both know what we must do. I'll take them home, and when she's better, I'll bring them back.
Oh, you want to go home?
Cyril, we have no choice. This place is poison for them. Obviously, Catherine can't look after them. So who else is there but me? I have to go. You know that. It won't be forever, baby. You'll tell her that when she's ready.
I'll tell her. Fiona, I don't want you to go.
I must, for Catherine's sake. Do you think she'll blame us for Hugh?
I'll explain.
How? I don't know which is worse, a suicide or an accident of Hugh's sort. She will think we're responsible. She'll hate us.
No, she won't.
What will you tell her?
I'll tell her the truth. That although Hugh was finally able to join us, he couldn't resist his secret pleasures. Fiona, it could have happened at any time. Before we met them, during our time together, even after we'd gone our separate ways.
Poor Catherine. Be good to her, baby. Be good to her.
As good as I've been to you, not enough?
Don't bother being a husband, baby. Be a singer.
Oh.
Remember when I said that?
I remember.
Sancta Maria, spes nostra, ansi Domini, ora pro nobis, Mater
Take the glass. He just wants you to toast his boat. It's all right. What does this remind you of?
I'm not sure. Tell me.
How about the day we met? Does it remind you of a wedding?
A birth, more like it.
Same thing. It's the same thing.
One day soon, Catherine and I will walk into the town to meet you and the children off the bus. At long last, Fiona, we will resume our Illyrian dream. You, me, Catherine, and whoever else wants to join us. The sun is an orange disk upon the sea. Our nights are cool. In Illyria, there are no seasons.